Several years ago, I did a project for the Ohio Department of Aging about the feasibility of incorporating respite into Passport, our state Medicaid home and community-based services program. I proposed a model of providing respite for caregivers or incorporating respite into the program. So this project tests that model.
What has been popular up till now is the idea of giving caregivers a break. We don't know whether that's truly successful or not in helping people stay at home longer, so we want to design interventions that look specifically at the caregiver. Ask them, what would be meaningful to you? What would be helpful? What is respite to you?
Sometimes there are underlying reasons for needing that break. And so if we can really relieve caregivers in more creative ways and make respite more of a relief from the tasks and sort of situations that are especially stressful to them, then I think that's sort of blowing apart the definition of a respite and allowing it to mean what it means to individuals.
I think it's hugely important for us to pay attention to caregivers. We rely a lot on informal caregivers within our system to provide services for older adults. And if we are not sure what those caregivers need and how they can help support older adults living at home, we've got to have more information about that.
So we're trying to see if caregivers can rate their own stresses and rate their own strengths and then name the sources of those stresses and strengths. So if they can they say, my caregiving situation is stressful on a scale of 1 to 10 at about a 6. But the strengths that I bring to it are about an 8. So I've got a little bit more strengths than I have stresses. What's most important about that, though, aside from the rating it, is can they name the sources of it? For example, recently in the project, a woman said, the thing that's most stressful is that I can't get the person who I'm giving care for out of the home, and if I just had a ramp in a particular place in the home, I could do a better job of getting out with him. She had rated her stresses at about an 8, and as soon as that ramp was provided, she rated her stresses at about a 6. We want them to tell us in their own words so that we can find the way to go into the situation and create a service plan or a care plan that's meaningful and truly gives relief or respite to that caregiver. So I just passionately believe in the work that caregivers do and the importance of supporting them. And I love just talking to them because so much of our work involves interviewing them, being in their homes, and that's just so satisfying.
It was actually a perfect fit for me because my background is in direct practice and I'm learning the research piece as I go.
I love having students involved in my research. I have amazing students that I'm working with right now. I call them my research partners. They're here because they also care about the issues of aging. It's just been a real joy, and I love the intergenerational work as well.